Hi guys, wanted to give you an update on my 30-week piano journey. It's been roughly 300 hours. I have upgraded from this cheap keyboard, which cost me about 30 to 50 Australian dollars to this proper one, P125B, which has fully weighted 88 keys. This one had about 66 keys and they're not fully weighted, they're pretty plasticky, but it still did its job. Today is 22nd of June and I'm stuck on level 7 on this composition called Arietta. And I'm really frustrated, but let's see how it goes. Oh. Yes. This is week 5 of my guitar practice, and I'm now at the level 4 and just learning the F chord. Hey guys, this is a small update for myself and for yourselves in case you're going to be watching this update later on. So I'm on now week 13 of continuous practice. This is happening during the COVID times. And as you can see, I started out with a lot of practice and it kind of slowly went down, and now I'm ramping it back up again, although not as much as before. And I'm using Yousician, and as you can see, I'm sort of at the cusp of getting to level 8, and I've been stuck on level 7 for, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 weeks, and it's been frustrating at times because before that the progress was pretty quick, and having reached level 6 or 7 it became really slow, so I don't feel as if I'm moving as quickly as before, and that's where this frustration is coming from. So what I've tried doing now is actually trying to knock out as many gold stars as I can. And as you can see here, I've got 39 out of 39 stars, whereas in the hand coordination, so the last task or last stage before I tried to unlock level 8, it's 24 out of 36. And that kind of gives me some sort of progress or feeling of progress, that I'm not just, stuck on level 7 for ages. And also, in parallel to that, I decided to take the plunge and do the annual premium subscription, which gives me access to guitar as well, because I do have a guitar and it's been lying around without much use. So when I get frustrated with piano, I switch over to guitar, and this is my week whatever on the guitar. I think it's week 6 so far. And yeah, and this is how I keep myself progressing along as well. Also in parallel, as you can see, I haven't done much progress on the knowledge part in the guitar because it's very much the same as in piano. So to supplement my theoretical progress, I'm doing a couple of things. So I subscribe to a really cool course by Yale on Coursera about introduction to classical music. But I'm finding that I'm learning so much more than just that. It also has to do with history of classical music, etc. So this is my week number 20 of consistent practice. I practice pretty much most of the weeks, apart from, you can see this particular week, I only practiced about 40 minutes in total. Didn't do much. And then I try to practice as much as possible. So now I'm working on this last piece, which is a test for level 9 certificate. I'm slowly building up the speed. I've started all the way at around 25% of speed, which is the lowest you can go. And now I've gone up to around 60, 70. And I still make mistakes, but the idea is that once I get it to a reasonable enough level, I can sort of complete it partially, which unlocks the next part, and then I can start working on this next part, as well as continue working on this first part. But as long as I can score, I would say 3 stars out of 3 silver stars out of 3, that's good enough for me, and I can always go back to a specific part and then try to make it all gold, which is what I've been doing. So let's do this. Where's the practice mode? Okay, 70%. As you can see, this particular part, it's got a bit of there's a bit of a two-hand coordination going on, which I still haven't gotten all right. But you know, this is like day 2 or 3 of me trying this particular piece. So I'm sure I'll get there, and if not, I'll just dial the speed back a little bit to make sure that the coordination, I can get the coordination at a slower speed, and then I'll work it up in terms of the speed to the 100%. I went back to the previous levels. This is level 5, Pop Master Jammer, and I have this piece here called Do the Duck Walk, and I don't have all the gold stars here, so I just went to the parts which I need to get the gold stars in, and I'm trying to do it now. Oh, that was the wrong note here. Okay, okay. So this time around, I got some incorrect notes still in part 3, but I actually improved my score, and I nearly got there. So I'm gonna try to do it today. I've been doing the pop and classical tracks in Yousician piano in parallel, or at least I try to. But what I'm finding now that I reached level 8, I'm actually stuck on this particular difficult piece in Bring on the Bach. It's a little prelude in C, and it's just so difficult. I don't know. I think it's gonna take me a lot of time to get past it. Now, I don't think that, you know, even after I finish level 9 in the pop track, I'll play the songs and accompany myself freely. But what Yousician has given me is some structure around my practice. So I'm trying to learn how to learn the songs by ear now. The main thing is just to find out which key the song is in.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: the fourths, the fifths, the minor fall and the major lift, the baffled king composing Alleluia, 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 Alleluia.
So guys, I'm gonna show you the pieces that I've been working on recently, and these are pieces that range in difficulty. I am at level 9 for both classical and pop tracks in Yousician, although I haven't completed everything within the learning curriculum. I kind of skipped some parts, but I've been working on some songs that I've managed to play occasionally without making mistakes. So the first piece I want to show you is a level 8 piece that came up as one of the challenges a couple of weeks ago, and I started to check it out. and then eventually decided, okay, I want to gold star it all. And I still make mistakes in this piece, but it's a beautiful melody by Edward Grieg called Morning Mood, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you remember, one piece that I really struggled with was Little Prelude in C by Bach in level 8, and eventually I did manage to gold star both parts, and I gold starred part two just recently by chance without intending to do so. And I just wanted to give you a taste of what this second part looks like, because in all honesty, I'd actually forgotten how to play part one. So if I want to do this piece all together from beginning to end, then I'll have to refresh myself on part one, and then also try to combine the part one and part two together. So as you can see, this is the Little Prelude in C. It's a shorter version of a prelude in C, and I'm just gonna go into part two, and I still can't do it all right in 100% speed. So what I'll do is I'll make it easier for myself, and I'll just do it at 70% speed. So this next piece is piece that I believe is from level 6 or 7, and it's a easier variation on the famous Canon in D by Pachelbel, and this version is called Canon in C. So this next piece is a piece that is from the pop learning pass, and I passed it as I was going through the pop learning pass. It's not guaranteed that I'll be able to gold star it all right now, this moment, but you'll get a taste of what this piece is about. This was like attempt number 4 or 5. So this next piece is actually a test for level 9 on the classical pass, and it's called Impertinence by George Handel. It's a beautiful, a little bit sad sounding piece, and it consists of 2 sort of variations on the same thing. So it follows AABB form, if you know what I mean. And they're basically 4 parts, and part 1 repeats twice and then part 2 repeats twice as well. So I'm really interested in what resources you guys have been using in your piano learning journey. And if you have used any of the resources that I've already mentioned and you have tips on how to make best use of them, do let me know in the comments below.